It's day 3 of Double Your Impact Week here at the YMCA. And if you've been following along Monday, Tuesday, now today, Wednesday, we're raising money this week and we're calling it Double Your Impact Week because we have a generous donor who is matching all of your donations up to $50,000 this week. So we have the potential to raise $100,000 this week. Before we get too far along today, we want to thank our Facebook Live sponsor, UW Health. Thank you so much for your support, and to all of our other sponsors this week. You helped us start off halfway to our goal. And let's go ahead and check in on the thermometer right away today, because maybe you're anxious. You haven't looked for yourself quite yet. We are sitting at $33,436 so far. We have some work to do, Mary. Hopefully we can convince them today with the story that we're going to share. But the way that you can donate to us, maybe you'll do it while we're live right here today. Text Rock River Y, all one word, to 44321, and you'll get a link that will take you to our giving page. And on there is a video with some great stories. It also shows you some different giving levels and how that money can be utilized here at our YMCA. One of the ways that we utilize the money is to really open our doors to anyone in our community who may or may not be able to afford a Y membership, because we know that community is built here and support is found here, and we want more people to have access to that. And the story that we have today is certainly an inspirational one. Mary Wynn is a Y member, and she has been on a healthy living journey. And I know that you were on our podcast recently, Mary, and I had to snatch you up and retell this story again, because you've lost almost 100 pounds, and that is an amazing accomplishment. And I know so many people would want to know your secret. How did she do it? But I want to know why. Why did you set off on this path and this journey?
Health. My mom has suffered from numerous health issues, and I just know in my heart that if she had started with my age, she wouldn't be anywhere where she's at right now. Sorry, it's emotional.
That's okay, all right. It is emotional.
So I saw a picture of myself 3 years ago. Actually, it's 4 years now. I saw myself going down that path, and I was not going to do it. Signed up at the Y the next day, and I've been going 4 years strong.
That's amazing. It takes a lot of motivation, self-discipline. Where do you find that in yourself? How do you keep yourself motivated and keep going?
It's a struggle. There's daily struggles. There's life. I'm not new to that. Everyone else has that. Everyone else has children, parents, jobs. I actually have 2 ailing parents. I have a job that's very demanding. I use a schedule. I use it just like I'm scheduling a doctor's appointment. I wouldn't cancel on the doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment, or maybe you do, I don't. But I schedule it like I need to. Obviously, there are emergencies and you kind of have to reschedule or you have to cancel, but I started slow. You start slow. You make it a habit. And 4 years ago, I said, I'm committing myself to 2 days. 2 days, that's it. And I made a habit. And now I can't imagine myself not coming to exercise because I made a habit.
I imagine, too, that maybe so many people don't succeed because they bite off more than they can chew right away.
That is correct. You need to start slow. I can tell you, I've been doing this journey for 20 years, and I used to think, I'm going to do all of this. I'm going to tackle nutrition. I'm going to tackle going to the gym. I'm going to go 7 days a week. If you do that, trust me, and I've done it, you think, you'll always make excuses. So start small. I didn't even think about nutrition for the first year and a half that I worked out. I just focused on exercise, making that my priority, making that a habit. As soon as I knew that I had that down in my mind, then I tackled the nutrition part. But you really do need to start slow and steady. That's how I've gotten this far.
Do you think that's why you were successful this go round? So you say you've been on this journey for 20 years, maybe some ups and downs along the way. Why have you stuck with it this time?
Because I went slow, and I didn't focus so much on the sprint. I focused on the marathon. I focused on, as long as I'm getting healthy, yes, the overall goal is to lose weight, is to be at my ideal weight, but I really focused on part first. Whereas before I was like, I need to be skinny. I need to be thin. Well, if you focus on, I guess, that aspect, at least for me, I found that, I could always make excuses on not to go. But if I focused on the wellness part of it, especially since I had such a in my face example of what could happen to me,
Sure.
I think I succeeded because of that. I focused on the health, not what the end result was going to be.
How did the Y support you in this journey?
Well, first off, Gina, I mean, right away, I was like, I was very wide-eyed and like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And Gina's like, well, let's figure out if do you want a personal trainer? Let's match you up with a personal trainer. I had a personal trainer at first. We weren't really a good match, but I matched up with Lynette, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I understand you're going to be training right after this.
Oh, yes, exactly. yes. So Wednesday is my normal day. So as soon as this is over with, Lynette's waiting in the wings.
And maybe, breaking up those workouts and working with a trainer, sometimes they spice things up and you don't get so bored. You're not in a rut with those workouts.
Well, I will say that working out with a personal trainer, if you can manage it, even if you only work out with a personal trainer once a week, or check in with a trainer to work out with you, to figure out the machines, to figure out what worked. I was clueless. I didn't know what how to operate a machine, and it's intimidating. So sometimes just getting that feedback can really help you succeed in going through your journey, because that's what's helped. Because I'm not intimidated anymore. Now I'm like, I know how to do that. Sometimes I get the wording confused, but now it's kind of muscle memory now. Yeah. So yeah, anyone who struggles to get started, I would suggest doing that.
And I think why we wanted to share Mary's story today is one of removing that intimidation, removing those barriers. And you talk so much about just, feeling welcomed and supported and encouraged. And I think that's an important thing to note about the Y.
Oh yes, it's very family orientated here. I will say, I've joined many gyms, in the last 20 years. This one, I felt home. I felt like home. No one's ever been rushed or didn't have the time. Everyone stopped and welcomed me. I mean, even today shout out to Edward. He always welcomes me with a smile. I mean, so yeah, it's just a very welcoming place.
Thank you, Mary, for sharing your story and for being a member of our family here at the Y, and we wish you the best as you continue your journey.
Well, thank you very much.
And again, I'm going to check in over here. Oh, come on. We know that you're out there. We know that you want to help support others to gain access to the Y. Simply text Rock River Y to 44321. Mary's story and so many more like it are out here, or maybe you're the next story and you want to gain access to the Y. These donations for Double Your Impact Week are going to help so many people, whether it's teens who need help with schoolwork or getting into college, or it's the socialization for older people, or it's the healthy living story. There's so many different ways that the Y impacts people in our community, and we are trying to get to that $50,000 goal so that we can get that $50,000 match. So all that help is appreciated. We'll be back here again live tomorrow with another story, and we hope to see you then. Have a great night, everyone.